listen for words. Stop, listen to crime. Sad, listen to crime.
Remember to hit the subscribe button if you want to receive more notifications of uploads. Also, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and leave a comment. I love to hear from you. I'm Shirley Ryder and welcome to the Shirley Ryder Show. And today we have Sierra Leone on the show.
Bit of Sierra Leone live. Sierra Leone.
And we also have the lovely Lara Wilson and Glen Wilson as well, her husband. And so you guys are in a band called Dead Simple at the moment, with Vin Bigwood, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what can you tell us about that? Like, what sort of music is it?
It's quite diverse, really.
A little bit of a metal influence and some sort of stuff.
Sort of folky.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
do some folky stuff.
Yeah. And you're working on is it an EP at the moment or a
Album.
Sorry.
Yeah.
With Tim Julian at Tim Julian Studio. And
We're
that
due
is
to
with
be at the end of the month, yeah.
okay, and that is with that band. Is
Yep.
it? Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, and so Tim will have a little bit of involvement.
Yes, so, yeah.
Well, we're hoping a lot. Well,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah. Oh, cool.
hoping to.
And of course, Vern will be on the drums. Yep.
I sort of grew up in Upper Hutt in Wellington until
Yeah.
I was probably about 11 years old.
Yeah.
Now, when I was going to intermediate there, I
Yep.
got involved in this music class that used to happen at lunchtimes. And that was the first time I'd ever played bass.
Yep.
Until then, all I'd ever played was my ukulele. I wouldn't even know how to play one now. I mean, but yeah. And then when my parents, they decided to move to Taupo, and I guess at that sort of age you don't have that many opportunities to meet other kids.
Yeah.
And so I started playing more and more
Yeah.
guitar, and started hanging out with all the guys at school that played guitar, and yeah, it just sort of went on from there really.
Mm.
And it's never stopped.
Yeah.
Still find it hard to put a guitar down.
And what about you? What got you into music?
I went to our friend's 40th and they had a band and there was a lady playing bass and I was just watching what she was doing and I was thinking, well, I'm pretty sure I could do that.
Yeah.
And so I ended up getting a loan of a bass guitar and yeah, I could do it.
I haven't played the bass for years,
Yeah.
and I'm not allowed to play her bass. Used to be mine, but I'm not allowed to play it anymore.
Yeah. And of course you were with Jayrem Records, was it for a while?
Yeah.
What happened there? What did you do with them?
He kicked us to the curb, so.
But before that?
Oh, we did 2 EPs.
Yeah.
And he had the right of refusal on the third one that
Right.
we recorded.
Yeah.
And he told us that he didn't want it, so sort of did some hasty artwork and changed the name of it and
Yep.
put it out, 100 copies on tape, which we sold in about a month, I think. And it was called Rolling Stone Gave Us No Moss,
Oh, okay. Cool.
after Jim Moss, who owned Jayrem Records.
Yeah. And what was the name of that band?
That was done with Unrestful Movements.
Right.
Started in all places in Rotorua,
Yeah.
and our first gig was at a party, and we were called Unrestful Movements in the Vegetable Patch.
Okay.
And we went down like a house on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
People were throwing full jugs and all sorts. It was great.
And so after that, where did you go to then?
Well, we played at Sweetwater's a few times.
Was it with that band?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Unrestful Movements, and then we did the thing and played in all the little halls all around Wellington and that,
Cool.
doing gigs with the other sort of alternative and punk type bands.
Right.
And then eventually we got offered a Saturday afternoon gig at a pub.
Mm-hmm.
And we played there a couple of times, and all that money that we made from playing in the pub, because we'd never ever made money before, but that's what recorded the first EP.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, so that was how we got. And through doing the first EP, we went to Crescendo Recording Studios, and I struck up a really good friendship with a guy there called Derek Archer,
Okay.
and I actually ended up working with him for about a year. And chronic alcoholic, but he was a really neat guy, you know, and he taught me a lot of stuff, and taught me all the old school stuff with tape splicing and all that sort of
Oh,
stuff.
right, yeah.
You know, and well, he used to do a lot of work for all the advertising companies and well, what was starting to become a New Zealand film industry.
Yeah.
You know, and he used to do a lot of the soundtrack work for them. So yeah, definitely used to end up with bits of tape all over the floor and that. It was, but it was a great learning curve.
Cool. And Lara, what were some of the bands that you were in?
Just Copious, really.
Okay, so what was that one?
Yeah, so it's just Rob, me and Brownie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we played quite a few gigs and stuff. And yeah, no, it was okay. Mostly covers. You like mostly covers.
Okay.
Whereas now we're sort of we sort of did the covers thing when we first got together and did Simple as well, for a bit.
For a bit.
And then I sort of said to Glen, well, you know, you've got all these originals, why can't we do that?
Well, we had to take a break because not long after we got together I had an accident at work and broke my left wrist.
Oh, yeah.
So I was out of action for ages and they never said it right, so then I had to have an operation.
Yeah.
And then I had an operation and then my tendon snapped. So
It was long. It was probably about
2 years.
2 or 3
Yeah,
years
yeah.
of operations and stuff.
Oh, that would be a pain.
Yeah, so after that amount of time I just didn't really want to do the cover sort of scene anymore.
Yeah.
And yeah, because it's a lot of work, lugging all the PA gear in and then lugging it out.
What sort of covers were you doing?
Probably did Paranoid, which is pretty staple, I guess, and
Horse with No Name,
Oh, yeah.
America and stuff
I quite
like
like
that.
that song, actually.
Just
Mad John, which is the Small Faces song.
Yeah.
We did quite a nice version of that, but
I had a bit of T-Rex as well.
The band that you're in now, Dead Simple, Boon. So what can you tell us about that band? Like, what sort of music is it, and how long you've been together? Actually, first of all, if you answer that one, how did you guys meet? Like, how long ago? And was it
Who?
you guys?
oh,
Sorry, but that personal.
yeah, we met through mutual people that we knew.
Oh, I think I know who you mean. I won't ask that question. Okay,
You know, like the music industry is pretty small.
Okay.
It's pretty incestuous, isn't it?
Maybe I'll ask. Maybe instead of that, I'll ask you. I'll ask you. So, how did you guys team up with Vern? Like, how did you meet Vern and join your band that you're in now? Form that
So
one.
we met him through the incubator scene, really.
Yeah.
And he actually invited us to play a gig with his band, the Carradines.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Don't envy your car, don't envy your star, don't envy any fucking thing you are.
Yeah, we've just always got on with him.
Yeah.
And then we sort of weren't sort of heading anywhere, and he sort of just said, hey, you know, I'm quite happy to come and drum for you guys. And, you know, he's really good because he's really motivated, and he you know, comes every week, and he's, you know, it's good.
Yeah, awesome.
And we found out that we were all born on the same day. We're all
Oh,
born
really? What's your day?
We're all born on the 27th of December, all three of us, all three band
wow.
members.
That's freaky. And actually, because I did go round to your guys' house a while ago and had a really nice meal.
Thanks.
It's a very good cook. And saw you guys set up. Well, we got a really cool setup over there, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And it's nice to release it. We don't have to worry about upsetting neighbours or anything.
Yeah. So, yeah, just on your new album that is coming out. When will it be out, do you think? And also, what can we expect to hear on it?
I think it probably won't be out till 21, 22, or something like that, or later, but that's at the very least.
Because you've got a delay in getting them pressed into vinyl.
Yeah, we're going to do
Oh, we're
vinyl.
going to do vinyl.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Want to draw lots of scribbly pictures and tuck them into the...
I suppose we'll be doing the artwork.
I don't know, we haven't really talked about the
haven't talked
vinyl
about
things.
I think we should all do a little bit, eh?
Don't get me doing anything, I'm terrible.
Lara's quite artistic, and
Ah,
I like sort of doing comedy sort of stuff, but
Yeah, we haven't really
Cool.
gone that far, but
oh,
yeah,
that'd be cool.
it will be
Yeah,
something.
awesome.
So there's around 11 songs. Well, we've got heaps of songs, but sort of Glen sort of said, well, let's just start somewhere. So 11.
Who writes? Do all of you together or?
there's two that have been jointly written, eh?
It's two that I've written the lyrics for.
Nice.
Glen's done the music.
Yeah.
So they'll be on there, and quite a diverse
Yeah.
range.
Cool.
The one song called "The Drug That Killed Mikey" is that I wrote the lyrics for. Glen had the music for quite a long time, and it's about when he went to Tauranga Hospital, and as he was saying, he broke his wrist.
Yeah.
There's this little doctor guy, and he says, I'm gonna give him the drug that killed Michael Jackson. And I was like, what? But he was sort of almost boasting about it.
Yeah.
He said, it hasn't been administered much it hasn't been administered ever in Tauranga. But, I think they've tried it in Hamilton, and they've tried it in Auckland a few times, and, it's pretty safe, I think.
Yeah.
But he hadn't weighed Glen.
Yeah.
And, Glen's a skinny person.
Yeah.
But he was sort of taking it probably on his height.
Yeah.
And I could see that the syringe was just chock-a-block with this drug, and he just injected it into Glen's arm and just went all the way in, like real fast. And then next thing, Glen was, the machine, it was just,
Whoa.
and I was just like, holy hell, he's gone. And so the doctor picked him up, started shaking him, whacked him around, and just, come back.
Yeah.
And our favourite album, when we were sort of courting, we used to listen a lot to Electric Ladyland, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
And then finally Glen came back, like the machine started boop, boop, boop again. And I was just holding his hand, and he just looks at me and he goes, oh, baby, I've just been to Electric Ladyland. And I said, yeah, I know you have. And I said, but I'm glad you came back. And, so that's what that song's about. Like, one of the lines is, nearly lost you to Electric Ladyland. But, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, not cool that happened, but yeah.
Cool that he didn't stay there.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
So do you have like a band page or anything like that people can track you down on?
So we're on Facebook, and we've got a website.
Yeah.
deadsimple.nz, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any upcoming gigs?
No, not at the moment. We're just focusing on this recording.
Yeah, fair enough.
And, the thing is too, when we play gigs, just about, there's always at least 2 or 3 people that come up and say, oh, where's your, can I buy something? Like, where's your, they want a product.
Do you have a product yet? Have you put up
No.
No, this is your first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're on SoundCloud and stuff.
Yeah.
But actual, if people want something tangible.
Hard copy, yeah.
And, I see that vinyl sell real well. Those bands, those gigs under the bridge, those guys are always selling vinyl. And I just think it's a good thing to do.
Yeah. Any advice for upcoming musicians?
Just do it. Just trust yourself, back yourself.
Yeah.
And also don't, I don't think that people should be swayed by what they think they should be, or, you just got to do your own thing.
That's right,
The venues and things, I mean, most of them are pretty good, but like I have on occasions been ripped off by managers and that, but it's just something you always be aware of, and you've got to stand up for yourself, because you know, people do push you around if you're not sort of sticking up for yourself. And that would be my biggest thing. And probably the other thing I would say is don't give up your day job too quickly. Oh yeah, because I mean, I found the day job was good for getting my gear up to scratch, you know, because I don't know, when I started playing, we were using pretty crap gear, you know, and it was always good to get that paycheck and think, oh well, I'm going to go down and put that guitar on lay-by or whatever, you know. It's a hard road doing covers and lugging the PA in and out of the.
I've done many years of it.
Well,
Yeah, there's a place for it, ain't there?
yeah, and it's the only advantage with covers is, you know, like you get a little bit of money at the end of the day, but and one of the things that I did when I was doing covers was I was putting that money aside so I could buy my own PA. You know, so I didn't have to rent gear all the time, and that I think was the wisest thing I ever did, because I didn't really enjoy playing some of those covers. I mean, there's only so many times you can play some of those songs, and I definitely started to cringe a bit.
Yeah, totally get that. Thanks very much for coming around.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Awesome. And we'll look out for you on your pages and look out for you. Oh, have you got a name for the album?
No.
No,
Not yet.
still waiting for that. So we'll give you a little promo when it comes out if you want. 2 years from now, whenever.
Yeah.
That'll be cool, eh?
2015.
Do you think you'll have a CD launch?
Oh yeah, we'll
that'll
definitely
be
have a
cool.
launch.
Yeah. Awesome. I'll keep you updated on that and just keep me updated and I'll
Yeah.
put it on the page. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool. Oh, thanks for that. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Remember to hit the subscribe button if you want to receive more notifications of uploads. Also, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and leave a comment. I love to hear from you.